I've just never really understood how it actually happens. So let me just give you a really good example. Like, how many times have you guys been to a concert or somewhere like a presentation or speech, and that speaker starts emitting that really, deafening sound, like it's a screeching sound that just sounds horrible. Now, that's actually called a feedback loop. Now, the best way to explain it is the microphone sends a signal to the speaker, and then that speaker picks up that signal, sends it out, emits it out to the crowd, emits it out to everywhere, and that microphone then picks it up, and now you've got like a loop because the microphone's just going for the speaker, and the speaker's going for this. Yeah, like literally. Um, so once you guys understand that, now what I'm going to do is explain to you guys how an alcoholic becomes an alcoholic. So let's say someone really loves to drink, right? They absolutely love it. Whether it's in their genetics that alcohol is something that people drink, and they love it so much because it hides, it gets rid of the anxiety that they have. So what they do is they just enjoy, a couple drinks, let's say 5, 6, whatever. The alcohol blood levels completely, shoot off. It pretty much hides the anxiety that they had. But then as soon as they start to stop drinking, the alcohol blood levels plateau, and then that anxiety starts coming, like they start feeling pretty crap, and then the body pretty much has to metabolize any of the toxins that have come in from the alcohol. And what happens is they don't want to feel that anxiety come back or that feeling of a hangover, so they just continue to keep drinking, right? And that what that actually is kind of like this. So I thought it was someone, an alcoholic would be someone who just keeps drinking and enjoys and becomes addicted, but it's really interesting, right? So it's not the whole hangover that is kind of like horrible, that causes someone to somewhat become an alcoholic. It's actually the choice when they realize how to cure the hangover. So when they've gone through all the drinks in their house, and they're gone through all the money in there at the bar or whatever, the bar closes, and now they've got that hangover coming, and they're like, shit, what do I do? And they realize somewhere through their life, someone's told them, or they've just figured it out, that if they continue to drink, the hangover won't come. So a hangover is pretty much like a withdrawal of that, that drug that wants to be back in the system, but it's not. And that's why you get that feeling of the whole body fighting it. And once they figure out that they can drink more and then they won't have a hangover, right? That actually creates like a loop inside of them, that whenever they feel like this anxiety is coming, or this hangover is coming, this withdrawal, they just continue to drink, and that creates that loop that goes, okay, I know a cure for this, and it just keeps going on and on and on. So that's actually how, like, someone becomes an alcoholic. Like, I found that really interesting. um and like, people say it's all mental, but it's definitely not mental. Like, you literally, it's all about, like, if you find a way to hide that anxiety or that withdrawal that you have, and you find a positive way that feels good, you'll constantly do it, and your brain will trick yourself. And that's how people become alcoholics. So yeah, I found that really interesting, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I know it's a really short one today, but I hope you guys learned something from that, because I actually just had no idea, and I think that was really interesting to know that when people find out that they can drink more to not feel hungover and not feel that withdrawal, that anxiety coming back, that actually causes them to become an alcoholic. Like, I found that quite interesting. So anyways, thank you guys for jumping on. I really appreciate you guys' support. I hope you guys learned something, and